Inside the vice principal's office, the principal tries to make a phone call, but the line keeps ringing without an answer. He frowns, puzzled by the lack of response. Something doesn't feel right. Checking his phone, he sees that he's calling the Dragon Nation Border Defense Department, yet no one picks up. Finally, he manages to get through. Identifying himself as Yao Shengaming from Longdu Academy, he inquires about an advisor stationed at the Death Sands military camp. The voice on the other end hesitates before responding. Zhao Shengaming's expression darkens as he hears the report. The Death Sands military camp has just been attacked by cultists. Shocked, he grips the phone tightly, unable to believe the sudden development. The voice on the other end confirms that this isn't an isolated incident. For the past 6 months, cultist groups have been launching attacks across different nations, and now they've struck the Dragon Nation's camp. No one has survived. Zhao Shengaming struggles to process the information. How could this happen so suddenly? The caller urges him to remain calm and ensure the safety of the academy's staff and students. The Border Defense Department is currently verifying the situation. Zhao Shengaming takes a deep breath, forcing himself to stay composed. He acknowledges the warning and prepares to act accordingly. Meanwhile, in the Taki Nation's capital. In Taki Nation, Jin lounges comfortably in his office, completely unbothered by the situation. When informed that Dragon Nation is trying to verify the attack, he scoffs, questioning why they don't simply trust Taki's report. Getting up, Jin casually orders his subordinates to remind Dragon Nation that the Death Sands region is extremely remote. Even if they sent their strongest forces, it would take them at least half a month to reach the site. Dismissing the matter, he adjusts his suit and prepares to end the call, making it clear that he doesn't see this as his problem. Just as he's about to leave, an assistant rushes in, informing him that Dragon Nation has sent 2 urgent letters. Jin demands to know what they're about, still maintaining his relaxed demeanor. Jin's assistant hurriedly hands over the letters, apologizing for the delay. She reveals that Han Feibai and Lu King sent the urgent message. Reading through it, he learns that Han Feibai is dissatisfied with Taki Nation's handling of the cultist incident and believes their investigation has been inadequate. To take matters into his own hands, he has decided to send Lu King to oversee the situation. Further details reveal that Lu King has already deployed the Lion Battalion and they are gathering at the border. The message also warns that if any conflicts arise, Taki Nation should not interfere. He slams his fist on the table. He realizes the polite wording is just a formality. The real message is clear. If Taki Nation tries to stop them, it will be considered an act of war. Jin's assistant hesitates. She reminds him that Dragon Nation's Lion Battalion is far beyond their ability to handle. Determined not to let anything interfere with his plans, Jin issues an order. He instructs his men to contact Commander Lai of the Judgment Army, ensuring that crucial information is passed to Guardian Hero Nation. At the same time, he commands the Judgment Army's elite unit to intercept and delay the Lion Battalion at the border. As long as they stall long enough to eliminate Lu Fan, Dragon Nation will have no solid evidence to retaliate. They would be forced to keep their focus on the cultists, unable to blame Taki Nation. Jin leans back, deep in thought. Lu Fan must die, and nothing can go wrong. Lu Fang and his group, exhausted from exploring the Mystic Realm, decide to rest after a meal. Their lighthearted banter is interrupted when they step through a portal only to be met with a horrific scene. Corpses are scattered everywhere, lifeless bodies filling the area. The sight stuns them. What happened here? The realization dawns: the entire group ahead of them is dead. One of Lu Fang's allies quickly examines the bodies. The way they died is eerily similar to how Charles was defeated earlier. Their life force has been completely drained. Could it be the work of cultists who worship the ancient god? Lu Fang, however, senses something unusual. There's no trace of the ancient god's energy. Instead, the power lingering in the area feels oddly familiar. It resembles Jin Chenghen's energy. But that makes no sense. Jin Chenghen is already dead. A mysterious man steps forward from the shadows. He acknowledges Lu Fang's sharp instincts, but that won't be enough to save him today. Jian Ying immediately summons her sword, preparing for battle. The system reveals his identity, a rank 97 powerhouse named Jin Minjian, specializing in abyssal abilities. His smile is cold as he declares that intelligence alone won't be enough to escape death. Lu Fang quickly warns Jian Ying not to act recklessly. Jin Minjian's aura is the same as Jin Chenghen's, an overwhelming abyssal force. The realization strikes hard. A level 97 enemy is an opponent far beyond what they expected to face. One of Lu Fang's allies recognizes Jin Minjian as the guardian hero of Taki Nation. The realization is shocking. Jin Chenghen was his son. Meanwhile, a drunken warrior lounging in the trees lazily responds to Jin Minjian's call. His system panel reveals his identity, a rank 95 hidden class fighter known as the Wine Ghost. He dismisses Lu Fang as too weak to be a real threat, casually suggesting that Lai Tai should just kill him and be done with it. At the same time, a powerful woman appears. Though her level isn't high, her presence alone is enough to remind them of their old and formidable ally, Nine Realms Demon. Suddenly, the ground trembles violently, catching everyone off guard. Lu Fang's team instinctively braces themselves, while someone warns Han Jai to be careful. A warrior wielding a colossal axe. His system panel identifies him as Wild Elephant, a rank 96 berserker specializing in bloodthirsty combat. Eyes burning with excitement, he expresses his eagerness to fight, claiming he's been waiting for a chance to bathe in dragon's blood. Before anyone can react, the sky darkens, and bolts of lightning tear through the air. From the shadows, another cloaked sorcerer surrounded by crackling energy. The system identifies him as Black Robe, a rank 95 war mage specializing in lightning magic. He remains silent, but his presence alone is enough to shake the battlefield. The Wine Ghost scoffs at Black Robe's silence, calling him as dull as ever. Lu Fang and his team quickly assess the situation. The 5 figures before them are not just any enemies, they are Taki Nation's guardian heroes. The realization sinks in. These so-called heroes were the ones responsible for the massacre at the Death Sands camp. There is no forgiveness for what they've done. With rage surging through him, he unleashes his full power, vowing to make them pay in blood. Lu Fang unleashes his dragon, its powerful presence shaking the battlefield. He challenges the guardian heroes to come at him, warning that if they hesitate, he will make them pay for the innocent lives they've taken. His allies quickly realize the danger. All 5 enemies are above level 90. Lu Fang issues orders, telling Jian Ying and Qin Qiu to protect the younger members of the team. They nod in understanding, readying their weapons. Jin Minjian smirks, mocking Lu Fang's boldness. He considers him a reckless child who doesn't understand his place. With fury burning in his eyes, he summons abyssal energy and launches a devastating attack, vowing to avenge his son.
This is the end of the video. If you guys want to see the next part, then don't forget to subscribe and like the video.